key to what you do. It could be something related to your industry, whatever you're in. Like in my field, I might throw in a word like design, I might say graphic, I might say interactive, I might say brand, I might say studio, I might say Honolulu, I might say advertising. You know, what are some words that are commonly used to describe your organization? Try to quickly jot down 10 of them. And this is an exercise that you can do with your team back at the office, because it's helpful to see what are people saying, especially when we get to the next part. So think of 10. Even if you struggle to get through the last couple of words, whatever those words might be, go with 10. We sometimes have this expression at wall-to-wall when we're brainstorming, don't overthink it. We want you to underthink this one. Underthink this one. Just whatever comes to mind. Words, phrases. Words that wind up in sentences that you often use. Maybe it's about your audience. Maybe it's about the size of your group. Maybe it's about what you stand for, what you believe in. Or maybe it's very literal about what you do. We collect toys and we give them to children. So I might say toys, children, donation, philanthropy, nonprofit or for-profit, or mid-sized, or agency, you know. Okay, another 15 seconds on this. Okay. 10 seconds. 5. Okay. Hopefully you got 10 or close to 10. It's fine if you didn't. Okay. Next part. In that box below it, we're going to kind of draft something. I'm calling this part Dig Deeper. Write a one-line description about your organization without using any of those words. Holy crap, now what do we do? This is what we mean when we try to come up with a different way of telling your story, okay? So look at those words. Now we have to be really creative. We have to dig even deeper. Give me a one-line thing if you can. If it has to be 2 lines with lots of commas, try to make it 1 line. Think about what the Waldorf School did. Create exceptional human beings. They didn't use any of the words that were in that monstrous funnel-shaped mission statement that I had up first. They used 4 words. Create exceptional human beings. Yeah, 4 words. This is not an easy exercise, which is why we're doing it. If this were easy, I wouldn't be here. This is something you should spring on your team back at your office at some point when you're having these types of discussions. Don't tell them what's coming. Make them go through the pain and suffering you are feeling at this moment. Okay? Now, any luck here? Got something? Okay, I'm going to pick on you. Can you stand up? And your name, I'm sorry, is? Jonathan. Okay. So, Jonathan, tell us what organization you are part of.
Well, I work for American Electric. I'm an electrician.
Electrician, okay. Can you just read very quickly in a loud, booming voice the 10 words that you had to write at first?
Quality, efficient, electrical services, splicing work, industrial, photovoltaic, reorganization, union, and growing.
Okay, so these are typical words that we might hear from a client like this in this particular industry. Very specific, very accurate. Now you can't use any of those words, and you came up with something and you say?
Energizing your world.
Energizing your world, okay? Let's give them a hand. Okay, so you get the idea. I want you to try this in the safety and comfort of your office with your coworkers at some point, but don't tell them what's coming. Set it up like I did. Because in the end, we might come up with something simple that serves as your hook. It may turn out to be your tagline. It might turn out to be something else. Okay, turn the page over. We're going to do another quick exercise. Okay. Humor me for a second. I want everyone to close your eyes. Just listen to my voice. Close your eyes. And we're all entering this time machine. Okay? Close your eyes. Think about your organization. We're getting into a time machine. We're traveling 5 years into the future. I push a button. Door opens. We get out. You're in your office. And things don't look the same. In fact, things are not good. People are not happy. There's far less people there. You see a stack of customer complaints on your desk. It's a really big stack. There's infighting in your organization. There are a lot of bad Yelp reviews, believe it or not, for your organization. Negative Yelp reviews. You're running on barely enough money to keep the doors open. Okay, open your eyes. In that first box, that top box, with this scenario I just painted, 5 years from now, things are not looking good. Just write down a couple of phrases. Why did this happen? What happened? Just whatever comes to mind, just start writing that down. A couple of phrases, a couple of sentences. What happened that made that scenario happen? I'll give you like 3 minutes. Just kind of write a couple sentences, stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind. Why did things go so wrong? Why are people complaining about you? Why is there infighting? Why did you run out of money? Why is everyone so down? What happened? This is also an exercise you can do with your coworkers on your own. Think of the small and the big reasons. You don't have to name names. You don't have to say this was Susan's fault. Or someone forgot to pay the bills or whatever it is. Think about your organization. Think about what we just did in the previous page on what you stood for. How does that relate to why things went wrong? Give you 30 seconds. Try to come up with something. Okay. 20 seconds. I'm time warping, 5 seconds. Okay. Now, humor me again, just close your eyes for a second. We're getting back on that time machine. We're all piling in, and I'm pushing a few buttons, and we're going to another universe 5 years ahead. We open the door, we pop out, and now what you see is the place, your office is bustling. It's like much bigger than you remembered it. There's all sorts of new people there. There's high energy. There's great stuff going on. You check your balance in your bank, and you have more money you've ever seen in the bank. Your Yelp ratings are amazing. They had to create a new category of 6 stars for your Yelp reviews because it's so good. And everyone's happy, and you're about to have your staff meeting, and everyone's excited for your return, and they're about to tell you what you missed. Open your eyes. What are they telling you? What happened in the last 5 years that you missed? How did you get to this alternate future? Right? Whatever comes to mind. Be specific. It could be small things. It could be big things. But think about what made this awesome thing happen. What were people's tasks? What attitude? What things did you try? Where did the money come from? Who did you hire? Who did you hire that you don't have now? What kind of jobs are you given to do? Or how do people find out about your organization enough to Yelp about you and give you 6 stars? Yep, sorry. Okay. "30 seconds. So what we're going through here is this exercise that is less about for what we go through when we do these brand workshops, but we talk about these things because we want our clients to imagine what they could do to affect change in the organization and how we can avoid scenario A and how we can best drive to scenario B. And that's what we aim for when we try to develop the brand's position. It's not necessarily what you're doing today. It's not necessarily what you're doing tomorrow. We try to envision you a couple of years down the line, and then we try to get there as quickly as possible with a brand message, right? So the last worksheet, which we'll hand out, and we're not going to do it here, but we'll just hand it out so you can take it with you, and then we'll distribute PDFs for you for whatever reasons, is a similar exercise to what you've kind of been doing all along here, right? It's like a little worksheet that you and your team can kind of fill out. By going through this exercise that we did, exercise 1, where you had to boil down